Man, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Chris Hitchman, and today we are back again with another video. It's going to be a StoryTime video, episode 2. But today's StoryTime is going to be why I quit basketball. So before we get into it, make sure you like up the video and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, leave a comment and turn on post notifications so you'll be notified whenever I drop a video. But yeah, while I'm talking to you, down below me is just gonna be some 2K gameplay that I actually literally just recorded. So yeah, we about to get into it, man. So let's go. All right, so we're gonna start off. Let's see, the first time I even picked up a basketball. So it was elementary school, and it was, I believe there used to be this program called aftercare or FLASP, but we just gonna call it aftercare. But it was aftercare, and you know, me at the time I was a first grader, so 6 years old, going on to 7. So for my elementary school, it was a big field. And one side it was monkey bars and swings and all this other stuff and some slides. And on the other side was more swings and like other extra stuff, but there were basketball courts on the other side. And so it was only kindergarten and first grade had to stay on the side with the monkey bars, the one side, while second grade, third grade, and fourth grade were able to stay on the other side, the basketball courts. So I'm on this side, whatever, and so it gets down to like the last few people, because usually all the time at aftercare, I'd always be one of the last people to get picked up. But I went down to that side, and then I seen a basketball, I seen them shooting, and I'm like, oh, like, what is this? And so I just started shooting, and then I was like, I got a feel for it. It was like, okay, I didn't think nothing of it. It was just like something that was cool. You just shoot the ball in the basket and try to make it all the time. So that was the first time I picked up a basketball. So now we fast forward. By third grade, they have these teams, intramural teams. And so I signed up and I played for them. And I was all right. Like, you know how 8-year-olds, they, get away with stuff and, they shoot with both hands because they don't have that much strength. And yeah, I was all right. I could go up and down the court. I didn't have a left hand yet, but I could go up and down the court, and then I would do my best to score, and I could pass a little bit, but it was scoring mainly at that moment. But I had another teammate on my team. Pass the ball, Kobe, a ball hog, and like shoot it over 4 people. But at that time, I was just playing, so I didn't really pay too much mind to him passing the ball like that. But yeah, in the murals, I was doing all right. I was doing good. And then now we're gonna fast forward a couple years later. So I'm about in the 5th grade, and that's when I got a trainer for the first time. Shout out to my dad, man. He saw the potential in me, and he got me a trainer, and I was his first ever client, the trainer's first ever client, and I was good. I had progressively gotten better, and I was able to use my left hand at the time. And actually, go back. So when I was around 8, 9 years old, okay, hold on, my fault. So after I picked up the basketball for the first time, my parents had bought a little Tykes hoop for my sister, and then I would just be on that little Tykes hoop on the porch or on the deck all the time, and just shooting, dunking, destroying it. And it only go up to 6 feet, so I was just destroying it. And then years go by. 8 years old, when I signed up for the intramurals, my dad was like, he's destroying that hoop. So let me go out there and get a hoop for him. And he went on Craigslist, laugh if you want, get the jokes out. But he went on Craigslist and got me a hoop, and I was back there every day. You didn't have to tell me what to do. You didn't even have to tell me to go out there. I was out there just. And then so we're gonna be a little bit before where I last picked up at, but 9 years old in the 4th grade is when I got introduced to watching the NBA. It was highlights. It was the 2015 finals, so it was I graduated 4th grade and I was going into the 5th grade, and it was the Warriors vs Cavaliers finals. I'd watch the mixtapes of that with, like, you know, back then it was Fetty Wap's My Way and 679, and I grew to love Steph Curry. That was my guy, and so I would emulate his moves after watching the highlights. I would emulate his moves, and I would go like all out too. I'd have just a regular shirt, baggy shorts, and then the compressions underneath and the socks, and then I would have my hooping shoes, and I'd just be out back there and I could only go between the legs one way, and so I would just keep practicing and keep failing, practicing, failing, and eventually I got it. And now we're gonna pick back up from the details I left out. So now we're in 5th grade, and I'm in the 5th grade. All right, so now I'm in the 5th grade, and we're at this big gym, and it's like not a camp, but it's like it was like a camp, but we were just training and practicing. No official team. It was just a practice, got a lot of people out, and there was a dude that was like, had to be 15, 16 at the time, and then he couldn't go between his legs and like walk it or like do the drill, and then one of the instructors was like pointing at me and said, "You show him how to do it." But lo and behold, I did it, and that was like a moment. Was like, wow, I'm like ahead of my time, because like I'm 10 at the moment, going on 11, and I'm doing this, and this guy is 15, 16. So that was a cool moment. But also the time being 10 and 11, me and my dad had gone to Steph Curry's college, Davidson, because they were holding a big camp, and I was a Steph Curry guy at the time, and I put a picture right here of how I looked and what I looked like back then going to the Davidson camp, and it was a great experience. I was probably a little bit taller than this. I don't know if you can see. I was a little bit taller than this. And yeah, I was leading people. I was just taking on a challenge and things of that. And it was a great experience. Sadly, the Warriors lost that year at the time because I liked Curry. But yeah, he lost. He lost that year, and you know what's crazy? We watched Game 7 at the hotel, and then me and my dad went to a hotel and watched Game 7, and then the next day we talked about it at the Davidson camp, and it was cool. And then got to watch the dudes practice and scrimmage, and it was a great time. And then so the next year, 2016-17, my 6th grade year, and I played on the travel team, and the first year it was cool. We had a solid group of guys. We had a good coach. We were winning games. We had tough practices, and it was actually a vibe. I was quiet, but I got my stuff in, like when I would talk trash or I'd be like good stuff, and in my eyes, people respected me because nobody tried to like belittle me or little boy me. So I felt like I was respected. But we winning, and then at the end of that, we go into 2017-18. That's my 7th grade year, that is when everything just dipped. Coach, his heart wasn't in it. We were all, the chemistry, the connection, the camaraderie was not there. We were just losing games, some by 20, 30, close games. And then he was playing favoritism. He started playing other people more than some other people. Yeah, I was one of those who stopped playing, even though I've been to every practice, never missed a game. And the people who sometimes ain't come to practice or they missed games playing ahead of me. So that that pissed us off. So 2018-19 is when I played for my middle school team. So that's my 8th grade year. Played my middle school team. And it had its ups and downs. We were winning. My first time playing for a school and in front of a school. And I had some moments where, I was looked at as the best player when I didn't even see that in my own eyes. I was just, hey, I'm hooping and I'm trying my best and trying to follow what you want me to do, but at the same time, I get out of my box a little bit. But I was losing passion for the game right there because it was like no matter what I did, it was like always criticized, which is life. But at the time, I'm 14 years old, so that's like I'm not understanding. But I lost interest a little bit. I remember one time I had a practice and I just went home because I wasn't feeling it. And then the coach, she didn't call me, but she texted me like, Chris, we need you, yada yada. Can't miss practice. We need you and things of that nature. But overall, it was a solid year. We had one of our guys on our team, a football player. He's big time now. His name is Emilio Agar. Shout out to him. He went to my school, and good dude. He was doing football, but played basketball on our middle school team, and that was the face. He was the face of our team. But that was a good year. But we fast forward to 2019-2020, and I'm doing my thing. See, this was when I was on my short stuff, and I was like, I tried to be looked at as like the different one in the sense of, he don't look like the other guys, so I think he's trying to do something, prove a point, make a statement. And so I'm going in and I'm cooking. I'm doing nice in these tryouts, and it's just criticism after criticism. And then the last tryout was good too, but the whole time I'm told you weren't even gonna make the team till the last tryout, which blew my mind because I was cooking the people who you immediately put. But it's not all about that though. It's not all about cooking people. But I made the team. That's all that mattered. And those practices will forever have a memory in my head. There were some good practices. Practiced with the so yeah, I made the freshman team. Now get your jokes out. But I felt I was good to play JV even. But when you do your own thing and you're not as locked in with these coaches, unless you like LeBron James, Cooper Flag, or these dudes coming out of high school, you're not gonna make that stuff. So we practiced with JV and varsity, and it was cool. They knew I was good, and I just was just chilling, did my thing. I ain't really bother no one. I don't really be like going out of my way to make the team like me. I just go and hoop because that's just all. Go and hoop, and then I just do my own thing after hooping. But that was an up and down season too. Like, as you can see, the pattern is all up and down seasons, and it's just we had good games. We had games that we easily could have won, but we lost, and we had behind the scenes stuff that was just throwing us off. But the last game I scored 25. My coach said had nothing but critical words for me. If you want to play if you want to play varsity, no. If you want to play JV, you gotta yada yada yada. Didn't even mention varsity, so he didn't have that much belief in me. But, and then that was once the season was over, COVID hit, and that really opened my eyes to like stuff in life. COVID hit, so COVID hit, and then we're gonna fast forward to my 10th grade year, which was 2020, 2021. Everything was virtual, and I was slowly distancing myself away from basketball. The thing that I was trying to figure out was how to let go of the not giving a F mindset. Like, I always gave a F because I didn't want to mess up, or I didn't want to look too different to where people didn't like what I was doing. And then that would come back to me because I just, at the time, I wanted to be liked because, you know, who wants to be disliked? But yeah, that was a time period where I was trying to find myself. I was trying to find the click on how do I stand out without giving an F on what people think or what they say, or if they say trash, or if I'm good. And I just couldn't find that at that time. And so I wanted to play I was trying to go for varsity, but nah, the coaches turned me off with all this running and not even like mentioning varsity. It was trying to belittle me to JV, and I just wasn't having that. So, and plus other people, like I said in my other StoryTime video, I think I said it, but I was not running for other people failing classes. So, that's when I distanced myself away from basketball. I was on a spiritual journey, meditating and things of that, which I'm going to start to get back into, but that's besides the point. I distanced myself from basketball. Then I would just play every now and then. And then junior year, same thing. I didn't really play basketball. I ventured off into other things, and then junior year to senior year, my confidence was through the roof. That's when I was like, I wanted to, like, my confidence was through the roof, meaning in basketball terms. So, like, I would just hoop without caring. And that's what unlocked it, which I never went back to play for a team, but it unlocked the fact that, I could hoop without people saying things and this and that. But, yeah, man, do I regret it? I do not. Another thing that pissed me off was these guys that I'm clearly better at. They're blessed with the 6'1", 6'3", even 6'6", and I'm here at 5. I don't even know, but they blessed with all this height, and I'm like, damn. I believe if I was 6'3", 6'5" from previous videos you've seen with IRL stuff, I'd be a D1 prospect. Take it how you leave it, or take it how you want it, but that's what I believe. But do I regret it? I do not. I'm still good at hooping, as you've seen, but it's just not. This is not. Ball is not life for me. But don't mean I quit basketball forever. It's just right now in this time frame, basketball is just not something that I will want to dabble in for right now. But Yeah, man, that's the story time. I've been talking for 20 minutes, but that's the story time of how I quit basketball or how I stopped playing basketball. But I'm probably gonna put this clip right here on TikTok. But hey, man, just for me personally, I believe you should just do what you like doing and not care about what nobody thinks. Because the minute you care about what somebody thinks, that's the end of your dream. Because how you gonna pursue your dream when you too caught up with people care about? So, um, it's a long process for whatever you do. You're not gonna get it overnight. Not gonna do that. That's what I'm learning right now, but it's not about me. Not gonna get it overnight. It's a long process, and you just gotta believe in yourself heavy, and don't expect things. Just do it genuinely, and then things will come unconditionally. So that's my little message. I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay too. Gonna be much more of this type of stuff. And I'm out, man. Enjoy the rest of your night or day, whatever time it is.